How to follow through in 2022. 3 simple thoughts, and the video is yours. First, you are responsible for you. And that wasn't a very popular concept in 2021, and it won't be in 2022 either. Well, why? Well, because our culture says that none of your problems are your fault. Everything bad in your life is the fault of someone else. You can blame your parents, blame your siblings, blame your teachers, blame the church, and if all else fails, of course, you can blame God. Blame someone because it's not your fault. Well, the Bible will have none of that. And so Paul said to the Galatians, let each one test his own work, and then his reason to boast will be in himself alone. The fact is that I can't control every circumstance that will come in my life this year, and neither can you, but I can control my choices. I can choose to blame others for my failures, I can choose to excuse my inactivity, or I can choose to accept responsibility for my life and ultimately my happiness. Whatever you want, intellectually, physically, socially, spiritually, is largely your choice. You are responsible for you. Secondly, you are responsible for progress. Very few people in America are truly stuck, that is, unable to make progress in any way. No one has poured concrete around your feet. Progress is the key. Now, you may not have the intellectual capacity of Einstein. You may not have the physical capability to compete in the Olympics. You may not have the social skill to become a celebrity known by millions. But really, that's not what we're after, is it? We're about making progress from where we are right now. So, God said to his people Israel through Isaiah, forget the former things and do not dwell on the past. Isn't that good counsel? Paul said this, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. He didn't mean by that he could run faster than a speeding bullet or leap tall buildings in a single bound. But he did mean that even in the midst of some very difficult circumstances, he could make progress with the help of God. In the mountain message, Jesus asked, what do you do more than others? I tell you, it's so easy to just accept the status quo, when we need to be saying with the Apostle Paul, I press on. You're responsible for progress. And third and finally, you're responsible for starting. Let's be honest. There will never be an ideal time, ideal circumstances, ideal setting to begin the work of making progress. Does this sound familiar to you at all? Look, I've really got to stop this, or I've really got to start doing this. So I'm going to start on Monday. Oh, but wait, Monday's a holiday. Okay, I'll start next week. Oh, wait, next week I'm on vacation. All right, well, I'll start next month. Oh, but, and on and on and on that can go. Solomon said in Ecclesiastes 11:4 that whoever watches the wind will not plant, whoever watches the clouds will not reap. In other words, if you're waiting for perfect circumstances, you'll never get anything done. Countless people live their lives in the land of when things settle down, when I get the time, or one of these days. Well, this, of course, is one of those days. You are responsible for you. You're responsible for progress, and you're responsible for starting. I know, and more importantly, God knows, you can do this. Just a thought.